Hey there, beautiful people. It's Deena bringing a daily dose. I was just sitting here thinking, I just dropped Gracie off at camp and I'm just kind of running my errands and just pondering this year that is ahead of me. I mentioned in a previous reel that this year I feel like God is just asking me to reevaluate, just kind of setting goals from my birthday on instead of like from January on. And there's just something different that God is doing. He shifted something in me. And so I was just thinking that maybe there's somebody else out there that is feeling that same way. So before you can even do that, this is the real quick encouragement I want to give you today. We have to become self-aware of what is working and what is not working. When you set a goal of what you want, you really have to dig deep. And you have to say, what has not been working in my life? In order for me to know what I want, I have to know what it is that I don't want. What is in my life that is still persisting that I don't want? It could be your health. It could be a relationship issue you've got. It could be, financial issues. Maybe it's a career or business you've been trying to get off the ground for years. Whatever it is, you've got to determine that. And then you have to have a conversation with God. You got to just, be open and honest with him and let him know, I don't want to be like this way to me. I don't want to be double-minded. There's a scripture that talks about being double-minded, where somebody who is double-minded, where they're in, they're out, they're in, they're out. One way they feel good, the next minute they don't, they're confused. That's double-mindedness, and those kind of people are unstable in all their ways. And I myself have been that way. It's like I get confused, and then I feel like I have clarity. And so sometimes you got to just sit with the Father and say, what is it in me that does not represent you? So there's also a scripture that talks about, search me, O God, and search my heart. Are there any wicked things in my heart? You've got to be aware of what is going on. What is not working? What are things in me that have to go? What are things in me that have to be purged before this new season, before this new thing that God brings me into? And so I just want to encourage you today, if you're on that journey and you're trying to discover what your next is, what your next season is, whatever that might look like, start the journey with doing self-reflection. What is working? What is not working? Ask God to search your heart. Ask him to show you the areas of your life that just cannot go with you, that are not who he created you to be. And it's a process. This whole transformational journey is a process. It's not bad or good. I'm saying it's just something that we all have to go through as we go from glory to glory, and as we continue to move into our higher self that God has for us. Sometimes that inner work can get messy. And before you know what it is that you're searching for and reaching for, you've got to dig deep and say, what has to go? Because I'm tired of carrying this heavy weight around. So there's some things that I got to let go of, because I just don't want to keep circling that mountain again. I don't want to keep talking about the same subject over and over again. I don't want to keep struggling in the same area. So there are very specific things that I've placed in my spiritual goal sheet, or whatever that is, for this next year, that it cannot go with me after the next year. I got a year to work this out. There better be something unrecognizable at the end of this year. And I'll share this journey with you, because again, whatever I'm going through, I know there's other people that can benefit from that. Otherwise, God wouldn't be pressing upon my heart to share this. So I hope that there's one person that listens to this and is in that same season, and you can be encouraged. Don't give up. Keep trying. God has a plan for you. I promise you that it is good. And I love you. And we'll see you again later. Have an awesome day. Bye.